Hello all, we are going to learn about for loop in this video. Particularly when it comes to C language, we have three types of loops. We can see in the image there are three loops: while, do while, and for loop. Basically, a loop is a statement that will allow a statement or a group of statements to run multiple times. And if you look at the C book, okay, written by Dennis Ritchie, basically the author of the C language himself, he mentions that for loop is the sophisticated loop. So in this video, we're going to learn more about the for loop. We'll now look at the syntax of the for loop. You can see here there are a group of statements 1, 2, 3, and in for loop there are three things to be noted, each one separated by a semicolon. First one is initialization, and then condition, and increment and decrement. Looking at the syntax, we'll try to write some programs to understand the for loop better. I'm going to create a file here first and name it as forloop.c and start writing the code. So the basic structure of C program and how to read and write data from console, I made it as a separate video. You can check out the description for the video link. So here I'm gonna include stdio.h, and we're going to write a program to print hello world 10 times. So to print hello world 10 times, it's very simple, right? We can actually write printf statements 10 times. That's it. And particularly if I use the id, it's very simple: 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That's it. We'll try to compile and execute it. We'll compile this for loop.c. Binary generated. See, 10 times it's been printed. But what if I wanted to print 100 times or 1000, 10,000 times? Then it's really tough, right? Even the page, we need to scroll down again and again. So for this, loops will come into picture. So looking at the syntax, we can clearly, what I'll do is I'll close this. Looking at the syntax, we'll try to write down what is the first one. First one is the initialization. So initialization, I'll take a variable called I and I initialize it to 0, and then comes the condition, and the condition is I want it for 10 times, semicolon. Yes, there is a semicolon. Increment or decrement. So I need to increment. I'm initializing it to 0 and my condition is 10. So I wanted to go incremental wise. Okay, so I'll simply paste this here, and we don't need all this, and we have to declare I, otherwise it will throw an error. That's it. So no need of writing 10 lines of printf statements, and we'll try to compile it and then run it. Still the same output. It has come 10 times. Again, last thing here, the output is not clear, so I'll put a printf statement here after the loop is exited. Okay, I'll compile, run it. Now it is nice, but we need to understand, many times students struggle to actually understand what exactly is happening inside. So first, initialization is I equal to 0, and the control actually starts executing the program from the main function, and it comes to line number 4. As it is a comment, it will ignore. Line number 5 is empty. 6, it will create a variable I in the main memory, and now I is 0, and then now the condition is checked. So now I is 0 and I is less than 10. So 0 is less than 10. Is it true or false? Yes, 0 is less than 10 is true. As it is true, the control comes into this block. So hello world will be printed. Hello world will be printed. Next, what happens? This increment or decrement comes into picture. As this is increment, my I value will be incremented. Now my I will be 1. Okay, I'll remove this unnecessary red sign so it will be clear. Okay, I commented it so that now it is clear. I'll I'll increase the font as well so that we can clearly understand. So now next time it will become my I equal to 1 and 1 is less than 10. Yes, again it comes here, 1 is less than 10. It's true. So the condition is true. Again, whatever we actually write in this block will be printed. And again, it will be incremented. Now my I equal to 2. 2 is less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. So again it will come here. Likewise, again my next time my I equal to 3 is 3 less than 10. Yes, true. So my hello world will be printed. So it will go on like that till my I is equal to 10. Okay, so 10 is less than 10, it's false, hence it is false. It will not go into the block and directly it will come to line number 10, so it is false. So directly it will come here and the new line will be printed. So each step of this that has happened is called iteration. We'll call it as iteration. So in iteration 1, this is what happened. In iteration 1, this is what happened, and in iteration 2, this is what happened. So coming to loops, we need to know or able to write on a piece of paper what exactly is happening at each and every iteration. If you are able to write this iteration on piece of paper, then loops are like cakewalks for you. And now you can also play around. We are starting from 0 and technically speaking, I equal to 9, till I equal to 9 the condition will be true. So you can actually start from 1 and you can make it equal to 10. Okay, so next what we are going to do is we are going to print numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, for that again I'm going to use the for loop. I'll initialize I to 1 and I wanted to print it till 10, so less than or equal to 10, and I plus plus. Now printf percentile t, I'll print I. So what exactly is happening? Previously this is my logic, right? So here in iteration 1, this time my I will be 1 and 1 is less than or equal to 10, true, so it will get into the loop. And here I am printing the I value. What's my I value? I value is 1, so 1 will be printed. And iteration 2, I value will be incremented to 2 and 2 is less than or equal to 10, so it's true, so 2 will be printed. And again in iteration 3, my I value will be 3 and 3 is less than or equal to 10, true, so 3 will be printed. And next my I value will be 4 less than or equal to 10, as it is true, 4 will be printed. Likewise it will go till iteration 10, wherein 10 equal to 10, which is true here, right? So this time 10 will be printed. Next my I value will become 11 and 11 less than or equal to 10, which is false. Then my control will come out of the for loop and exits the program. We'll start executing the same and see what happens. Okay, we'll compile it first. No errors. Okay, hello world, and the output is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a space here, and also I'm going to print another new line here so that the output would be neat and understandable. Okay, so compile it, run it. See, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It's fine. So now we'll try to play around with this. The magic actually happens here, how you actually write this increment, decrement, and how you actually initialize these values. Now I wanted to print the values ulta, like reverse, 10 to 1. Okay, for that again I'll simply type in print numbers from 10 to 1. Again for loop, I'll initialize I to 10 now, 10, and I is greater than or equal to 1. now I'm supposed to minus minus. I do decrement. I need to decrement the value 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So I'll simply print the value of I. I'll add the new line 2. So we'll try to write the logic. So immediately we need to take a piece of paper and start writing what exactly happens at iteration 1, particularly here. Iteration 1, my I is 10. So is 10, my condition is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 10 is greater than or equal to 1. The condition is true. So it will come into that block, line number 22, and executes the I value. I value is 10. Next, I'm decrementing the value. My I will actually become 9. Okay, and is my 9 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, that's true. So my 9 number will be printed. Similarly, now this time it will become 8. 8 is greater than or equal to 1, which is true, so it will be printed. Similarly, this time now minus minus, it will become 7. 7 is greater than or equal to 1. It's true, 7 will be printed. Likewise, finally it will come to 1. Okay, I equal to 1, and 1 is greater than or equal to 1. True, so 1 will be printed, and then my I will become what? This time I will become 0. And 0 greater than or equal to 1? No, it's false. So it's false. Now my program exits, the control comes out of this for loop, so it will be printed 10 to 1. Okay, we'll start executing the same. Okay, we did not save it, right? I saved it, and again compile it, run it. Yes, you can see 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's all about playing around with this initialization, increment and decrement. You can actually write the program. So I wanted to print even numbers from 1 to 10. So for that, what I can do is initialize it to 2. I less than or equal to 10. My I is equal to plus 2. Okay, then incrementing, I am incrementing 2 at a time, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 8 and 10. Okay, so I'll print here and a new line, see what happens. Compile, run it. You can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So now I wanted to print odd numbers. So it's all about initialization, condition and increment, decrement. Odd numbers, I'll start from 1. I'll go till 9. And increment I equal to I plus 2 only, right? Because 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yes, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So playing around with this initialization, condition and this increment, decrement, you can actually write loops. And the best part of the loops is always you have to actually open a piece of paper and start writing what exactly happens at every iteration. Then you'll get control over the loops, and you can easily conquer or master the loops. So thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, please go ahead and like this video and share and subscribe. It will be really motivating for me to make similar content.